introduced ourselves in a tavern and decided to go on an adventure.
That's true. And your first adventure is literally clearing out bandits from a pyramid. Am I
Indeed.
not mistaken? Well, with
Well,
your handy quest in hand, you thought to make your way to the city gates. Is there anything you'd like to do before going on to this quest of yours?
mm,
Well, they said this place was full of bandits, right? Is everyone actually ready to deal with a bunch of bandits?
well, I've got a bow and I can sneak up on them very well.
Blue guy has some point. Cola better get ready. And you see Cola just tail and then stick his tongue out where you see a little mark and then glow and this like dark glimmer circle around him, and now it looks like his blue, like, and not blue but the white feathers are like brown, like glittery brown. And I use feature. That's one.
Was that one of those rune thingies you were talking about?
Yep, and oh, like what I'm doing now, bending, getting mage armor, and because the way I get it from, roll a dice and one of my hit dice, and then I get that as temporary.
Mm. All right, that's pretty cool. Well, you'll see Yanni turn to his three maid dolls and just whisper a small command to them. You'll see them just click and clack away. And you are reminded that these things don't move as smoothly as living beings. It's all controlled and staggered. Not very not very appealing to the eyes to watch. And he'll turn to the rest of you and just give you a nod saying that he's basically ready to get going.
Una mirrors this and also nods. She's good to go.
Right then, well, Mr. Whiteleaf, was it? Would you like to lead the way?
Sure thing. Now begin making our way to the pyramid to hunt some bandits.
All right. So you all make your way to the pyramid. You make your way to the largest one in the center of all the other smaller ones. And you'll find that there is a stairway going inside, a bit of the sand catching on from past sandstorms. You take a look inside, and the lighting is not very good, so you can't really notice anything. Uh, can you guys please tell me your passive perceptions, please?
Sure thing. Mine's a 17.
I think that's our highest. Mine's a 15.
14.
Base?
On the left-hand side of your character sheet, where it says senses, there are 3 things there. There's passive perception, investigation, and insight. Your passive perception is the first one.
12.
Isn't that usually the high one? I'm so used to 12 being high. Anyway.
No. No. Not with us, at least.
Alright, we got another 13 and the last one, I'm just checking. Aha, also a 13. Jeez. Alright. Well. Forgetting your name again now. Bloody hell.
Niraran.
Yes, Naren. You remind me who was the one with the 15?
That's me, Rain.
Yes. Rain and Naren. You two, when you reach the steps, you both notice, or you'd hear some whispers coming from inside. They're kind of hushed, but they're not really urgent. So you don't get the feeling that the whispers are about you. And before you could try and get a better idea of what the whispers are, you hear a musical instrument approach from behind you guys.
I immediately draw my bow and aim it at whoever's playing.
And you just see a female elf just raise her hand up into the air. Well, it's okay. I'm friendly. I'm friendly. I was told this is where we can find bandits.
And who might you be?
My name is Lily Valentine. Do you mind if I tag along?
Niraran just looks at the other party. The rest of the
Can I make a check to see if I've heard of this bard? Maybe someone I was hoping to see perform in the tavern earlier.
Sure.
So, what, like a history check?
Yes, history check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a insight check to like gauge how true she's if she's telling the truth about this, if she's nervous or anything like that. Well, she would be nervous, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Go ahead.
My screen is lagging, and it's just a natural 1 slowly rolling across my screen.
Don't worry, I didn't do very well either.
All right.
No, wait,
So,
it actually rolled into something. It should pop up in a second. I don't know why it's being so slow.
okay.
Go potato PC.
Doc, please remind me again. How do you pronounce your character's name? This
Niraran.
Niraran. I am
yeah.
going to get this eventually. I'm going to get it.
Wait, let me. Niraran. There you go.
Niraran. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Niraran, you try and gauge this female elf, but to you, she just looks like a nervous individual who wasn't expecting to be held at arrow point as soon as she arrived.
All right.
Rain, as for you, you distinctly remember every single bard in the tavern, and you do not remember seeing her.
Yeah, I know she definitely wasn't in the tavern, but was there... Have I heard of this bard before? That's what I was trying to check. Like, is Lily Valentine a name that might have been posted around town for like a performance at some point? I know they definitely weren't in the tavern though.
Unfortunately, nothing of her name sparked anything, like you have noticed anything. To you,
Okay.
she could have just been, she could have literally just wandered into town as you guys were leaving.
Okay. Yeah, so not like crazy famous or anything.
No. And you see Lily just kind of take a step away from you as cocking the head to the side, and you being what you are, just slightly creeps her out. She just stutters, so, are we gonna do this thing?
Ryan will loosen the bow and we'll just say, so why do you want to follow us again?
Oh, well, I was very interested in the amount of gold. You see, I'm a little short on that. And look at you guys, you're a big party. I'm sure this will be an easy thing.
We could always use extra hands. I'm happy if you guys are happy with bringing her along.
Yeah. Rain sort of shrugs with a smile. Yeah, an extra hand would always be helpful.
Someone to sing about the glory of Cola in Sorellis is always welcome.
Aha! I don't need to play Lily anymore. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. Hi.
Hey, what's up? I feel like we should do that again if that's a player character.
Yes, please. Hold on, he just sent. Okay. Well, Junal, you want to introduce your character in your own way? Because I think I almost butchered your character a little bit.
It's alright.
You did what? Sorry?
So, right now, you guys are at the temple where the bandits are, and you have just snuck up behind the party saying that you want to join them. Well, that's how I did it. You can do it a different way if you want.
Sorry, just 1 second. I need to lower the sound.
Okay, I'm not too sure what load the sound means, but
Okay, no, the music was too much.
okay.
You snuck my character, right?
So the party has traveled to the temple where the bandits are believed to have made their base, and you not being with them as they got the bounty, you only noticed them walking down the street and heading to the temple, and you decided to follow after finding out what they were doing, and here you are now.
So what you see in front of you is half-elf female, brown hair. She is fine, but she's not attractive. That will attract your eye. But you can see the loot strapping on her back, and other than the reaper that she has on her side, she doesn't have anything else that indicates this about her weapon. Her clothing, mm, they look kind of um, luxurious, but have been used for some time, so there are little bit stains here or there, tears back and forth. But other than that, they are in good conditions. Little bit, kind.
All right.
Well, we were just saying that we could definitely use an extra hand, and you're welcome to join us. Oh, I suppose perhaps we should make some introductions as well. I'm Rain, and he'll put out a hand. He's a blue-skinned water genasi, and you can see he's wearing monk's robes and carrying a staff. just reaches out to shake your hand.
I look to his hand suspiciously. Then, okay, gently I touch his hand. Does it feel like wet?
Yeah,
I
it's
need to
soaking
wipe my
wet.
hand. Okay, then I pull it back and start rubbing it with my glove to make it dry. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Next, Niraden will step up, introduce himself, shake hands. Like, it's good to have someone that's a little bit normal in this party of weirdos.
Yeah, I look around and tell him, yes, I can't tell.
Just so you know, our Goliath, his mic is not really working, so you'll have to look in chat and see what he does.
Okay.
Real quick, you guys can move your characters, right?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah,
I can't seem to move my Drake around.
I swear I did the same thing with your Oh. Wrong person, it seems.
Bandits is the what? Barbarian?
Barbarian.
I look up, almost breaking my neck. Hi there.
Alright. Matt, you should be able to move your Drake.
No, not yet. Maybe paste the token down again and it should reset that way.
Hopefully. No?
Yep, working fine now.
Haha.
Awesome. Just gonna
Hallelujah.
use the bathroom. Go back.
Alright. No. We'll just wait for Matt to come back before we continue. Because he will need to be present for this.
That's cool. I feel like we should. Can you please describe Yuna? Because I'm not sure Miss Valentine here has got the full picture just yet.
Well, Yuna and that owl thing standing there.
Alright. Yuna, you want to describe your character for Lily over here?
Sure. Yuna is a 6.5 foot tall doll, purple and green, glowy eyes, long, kind of scraggly black hair, fine black and red dressy clothes, gloves, boots. But she definitely gives off an entire creepy vibe, just a creepy doll.
Cool. No.
Can I bank on her? See if it's echo or it's fill or it's just like an empty armor.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I want to knock on Yona's body. Just a little bit tapping to see if there is an echo. No offense. To see if her body is empty or it's like an empty armor shell.
You go ahead, knock on Yuna's wooden frame. You want to tell us what happens, Yuna?
Well, she'll cock her head to the side again, curiously. This is probably the first time someone's actually approached her instead of backing away, let alone testing out the sound. It it sounds pretty solid. There's definitely wood and metal that makes up her forged body.
Just thoughts pop up in my mind, and it's go like mannequin. I think I will have some good time with this one.
Yanni will turn back and look at you. Could you please not do that to my sister?
I look at Yanni, then your sister? Huh?
Yes.
Confused.
Yes. It
No.
might be a bit confusing, but yes, I am his sister.
Marshall does. Okay.
No. Narin and Rain, you two admiring the massive size of this pyramid, you do notice with the incredible architecture that the voices are louder. And before you, you actually see 3 bandits.
Are they currently look towards us?
No, they are admiring the statue in front of them. You hear whispers like, "What the hell is that thing?" And the others like, "I don't know, man. I really don't know. I mean, like, just look at it." And it's just admiring it. The one on the side is just trying to pick away at the gold that you see there.
Whisper to Nira, do you mind if I call you Nira?
Ah, no, that's fine.
Behind the pillars. Come on. And he'll just like raise a finger to his lips, like to be quiet, and slowly start sneaking to hide behind one of those pillars.
Nuran will nod and also get out his bow and go to the opposite pillar.
Do we see them?
You guys at the back, you don't, but you do notice your friends moving up and hiding behind the pillars. So you get the feeling that something ahead of you is not right.
I will immediately sneak as well, and
Yeah, should we stealth up?
Yes, please, everyone roll me a stealth check. And I will roll for Yanni. He didn't do too badly.
I am invisible.
Yeah, I don't know why my D&D Beyond is like running in slow motion.
Try refreshing the page. Oh, can you not control your character, Lily?
no, I can. Sorry,
Ah,
was
thank
rolling.
goodness.
This is the slowest nat 20 I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go with an average roll. So, you all did pretty well. The 3 bandits ahead of you don't really notice anything. And I want you all to make me a perception check as well. Yanni won't be needing to do this, so. Jeez, guys.
All high rollers. Most of us. For some reason, the bard
I
is supposed to be good at everything isn't doing very well.
I see now why you said my character is the normal one.
Yes. Anyways, I'll read your thing just now, Dev. But for right
Yeah,
now,
when it comes in.
yeah. Alright, so Narin, Kola, Yukon, and Rain. You guys, as you were walking, you did notice a few shadows moving. And you two, or you four, including Yennefer, but he has his item, so he's sorted. You all notice that there are more bandits
Okay.
hiding behind the very pillars you decided to hide behind. But thankfully, with your stealth check, none of them even noticed you. They just, it must be the wind kind of situation. So what do you do?
Niran will try get Rain's attention, basically signal to him, and points towards the guys that are just around the corner, around these pillars, and just give the signal to cut their throats, basically. See if we can go in and try silently kill them.
Yeah. Rain will just nod to Archon like, alright, it's time. And then just to Koda as well, and duck around the corner as soon as you give the signal.
See Cola like shields where there's like a little hilt sticking out of, and drawing his sword, and it's like ready. Go.
Alright. I will allow you guys to do surprise attacks on the two closest bandits, but by the time you reach the other four, they will have noticed you. So those who are attacking those bandits, please roll me some hits.
And Niran will crawl up from behind the pillar and just basically yank the guy by the back of his t-shirt, his shirt, and then try and slit his throat.
Go ahead.
The regular short sword. Shit.
Alright, well, sorry, nat 1 does not work. You can try if you want. Cola, for you, a 12 just hits. So please go ahead and roll damage for me.
It is down there, the damage. 10 is the
Oh
damage.
shit, it is. Alright, you do. Is there? I'm pretty sure there is a bonus with stealth attack.
Oh
Because
yeah,
this
we roll at advantage. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we roll that.
Isn't it also like extra damage or something?
No, just
It's only if you
advantage.
are a rogue, then yeah, and depending on the class of rogue, then there may be some.
Alright.
So that'll be a 16 instead.
Alright. Well, Noreen and Yuna, you both do hit this bandit, and with the damage I've seen, that bandit is gone.
Give us the answer.
Rain and Cola, also, the damage I'm seeing, this dude he won't survive. He's also gone. And with that, the four bandits above you, hearing the stumbles of the body, and of course the anguished screams of their fallen brethren, they will turn around and they'd all draw their weapons. Now please, roll for initiative.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and reset the
Awesome.
browser because this is ridiculous.
Alright.
There you go. Now one.
I know there is a way that you can
So when you guys roll, just select your token and then roll for initiative, and then it will be automatically added to the turn order. You can quickly do that now, and then you can edit your initiative to the right amount.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there you go.
I will edit that, so don't worry. Because
Yeah.
you got
Yeah,
to...
the player can also edit it themselves.
Yeah, 23 to initiative. Bloody hell. Right. Let me roll Yanni first. Wait, Yanni's. I still can't believe this dude has bloody advantage on his...
Yeah, fixed my rolling thing. I should be in properly now.
Well,
I've got battle music, don't you worry.
Yes.
awesome.
While you're sorting the battle music out, can you quickly help me in... I don't have character sheets for the bandits, but I'm sure I could still add them to the turn order.
You can just use the character sheets in D&D Beyond. Then with Beyond 20, yeah. So you have Beyond 20 installed, right?
Yeah, well, I've got it on my PC, yes.
Yeah, you can. If you open up the the sheet of it in in D&D Beyond, it should have a roll initiative thing there and all the stuff for it.
Ah.
Just select each bandit if you want to roll initiative for each one.
I will, don't worry.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you can just. It just depends on what token you're clicking. You don't need to actually transfer any sheets over.
Where is Bandit? Niche.
Yeah, it's just right by the stats over there. So right underneath the speed, you should see a roll initiative button.
Ah, yes, it has added him. Hallelujah.
Yeah, remember you might have to activate Beyond 20 on Roll 20 if you haven't already. Sometimes ask you to refresh.
Oh, no, that's good. I got them.
Oh, he's doing GM rolls. That's why we didn't see them.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Well. Nkola, you're up.
The first thing code. Now witness the greatness. Cola's muscles and start flexing. Giant smite. Walking towards the first one. And when he comes, like, steps there, he's standing now, looking down on him from 10 feet. And he's like, now you shall die. Knowing that the great Cola bothered to murder you.
12 hits.
Yeah, and the cool about that. Oh, you can do that.
Did Kola also become freaking huge as well?
Yes. So basically, what you see is like there just comes like this huge, almost like a lumber, just there coming to the side, slamming him. And
Okay.
now, is he?
I'm just imagining the owl from Avatar from the library episode.
Alright, well. So that's 14 points of damage, am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
He is not dead. No.
Then, how dare you not fall, Ignish? Activate this fire rune. So he needs to do a DC 13
Strength save.
and he still takes.
He succeeded on the save. How much damage does he take then? Half. He takes half damage, right?
Seems the full damage is just that the shackles like take the 7. What you
So-
see is basically just some shackles that around like tries to bind around his ankles, but he managed to jump over them. But still, they spear his just the heat alone sheer skin, then they vanish. Then Cola looks down. You can live a little. Bow down. Show your mercy. And next.
Alright. It will be Yanni's turn. Oh, goody, I can play as Yanni. What's his moving? Okay, so Yanni is just going to casually walk up to the middle. Just assess the situation, see if he needs to do anything, if anything is actually worth his while. He's gonna look and he's just going to. Oh, that is a throwing weapon, yes. He's going to throw his dart at this bandit. And he has. Okay, wow, that's a miss. The dart returns to him. He seems a bit disappointed with his throw, but he shrugs it off, and Rain, it's your turn.
Okay. Did Cola fly up into the air, or did he just get big?
Just get big. He doesn't see. Yeah.
Well, well, Rain might give you a reason. As he turns to one side and he says, "All right, Archon, on me!" And he starts running down. But as he runs, he conjures up a blade of ice into his hand, and as he's running, he throws it into that group. And he's just going to, as he's coming past, throw it sort of over Cola's shoulder and say, "Cola, duck!" And yeah, he'll get to about there, and he's using Ice Knife. So I think that might be a hit on the one in the middle. So he takes 9 points of piercing damage, and then the ones around him need to make, I think it's a Dex save. Yeah, DC, and the DC is actually 17 because the item doesn't work on D&D Beyond. That gives me a +2 to that. So a
Alright.
DC 17 Dex save or take 4 cold damage for, that's Cola and the 2 other bandits. Oh, sorry,
Okay,
Cola.
so you targeted this bandit, right?
The one in the middle, so that one, and it's going to hit. It'll hit everyone around them. So unfortunately, Cola as well.
Okay, so the two bandits need to make some dex saves, am I correct?
Yeah, DC 17.
Ooh, okay, so one passed, but the other failed.
Okay, so the one that failed will take 4 points of cold damage as he gets hit by a little shard of ice.
Cool.
Oh, and the guy that I hit as well also needs to make the dex save or also take that.
Oh no, he's straight up dead from the knife.
All right,
Hmm.
sweet. So yeah, then he will, the rest of his movement. Oh wait, I just want to check if I cast a spell, if I can still use my bonus action strike. Don't think so.
Oh, you mean offhand action or whatever?
No, because I'm a monk. Oh no, because that's a comes from a feat. It's not a thing. So yeah, he's just going to walk over here, up to the wall, and just prepare with his with his bow staff, and then yeah, try and draw the other guy out. But that's my turn.
Alrighty. It is the bandit's turn. After getting slapped with cold damage, he's gonna very slowly walk to this pillar and just draw his crossbow, aim it at the massive owl that slashed his friend, and just try and harm you as much as possible. And that is a 18 to hit.
Cola just drags in his shield and is like, puny arrow.
Oh. What's your AC again?
90.
Ah, damn it. You see him after that shot just kind of frantically try and reload the crossbow. And yeah, that will be him. Ukan, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Alright. What's your movement speed?
It's 30 feet, I think, for Barbarian. Oh, okay.
You are here. Let me just quickly check.
Yeah,
I think you can get either of the other two, but not that one.
Yeah, you can get either one of these two.
Unless you've got more movement than we think.
Yeah, he's only got 30. Yeah, you can get those two. Alright. Please roll me a hit DC. Ukan, you gonna roll me a hit? Alright. So all you need to do is go to the actions tab. You should see your weapons.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. Yeah, he's two-handed. No, don't worry. The 13 hits. Please roll some damage for me. So the damage is next to your hit DC. So it would be the 2d4 plus 5. Yeah. 8 points of damage. Nice. Nice. You go ahead, you slash this bandit, but he's still standing and isn't really that phased by the attack. And that is that the end of your turn?
That's what barbarians do. They hit, they move and hit stuff.
True. Cool.
All right.
Nin Na Run. It's your turn.
All right, awesome. Niran will move up from behind this pillar and ready a shot towards this one over here
All right.
using his white thorn longbow. Basically, just +2 longbow. 14 points of damage on that one.
All right.
And I'll also say something to Draka in Draconic. It basically means Scala, infuse this one, will you? And I get to add an extra d6 to, points of damage to it. Just because, why not?
This poor guy.
You know, as Niran lets loose of the arrow, you see the Drake imbue it in flight with lightning damage, as he takes an extra 5 points of lightning damage.
All right. You see this arrow soar through the air. It jabs straight into the bandit's heart. He looks at it for a moment before a sudden bolt of lightning just shocks his body. It spasms all over the place, and it just kind of collapses to the ground. Bit of, I'd say, cooking mist comes off of him, and he is down for the count.
My bonus action, I'll say again to what's his face? Scala. Sorry, I messed up my Drake's name. Scala Hunt, and we'll order him to go hunting after that guy over there, and he will run 25 feet and make a strike against him. Let's see, it's a bite. Yeah.
An 11 does not hit.
I think it might be a bit weird. Just give me a sec. It's plus my proficiency bonus, which is, did I actually calculate correctly? No, I didn't. So plus an extra 2, so 13 to hit.
Okay, well, 13 does hit. Please roll damage.
And then it's a d6 plus proficiency. So another 5 points of damage.
All right, cool. So your Drake just soars through the air and just kind of latches onto this bandit's arm.
Yeah, it doesn't fly yet. It runs along the ground.
I stand corrected. It runs along the floor and just jumps up, latches onto his arm. His knee tries to shake it off, but it's not doing anything. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I'll move Neuron behind this pillar again.
Cool. Yuna, it is you.
All right. Yuna is going to make a beeline for the one that everybody is ganging up on. Kind of jump up onto the foot of this statue. And stab this guy, or attempt to.
Now 15 hits. Please roll damage. Oof. With your immense speed and just your insane acrobatics, you jump up onto the foot and you just stab your rapier and you see it just goes straight through his neck. He just doesn't do anything and just stands there as you hold him there. You feel the weight of his body just pull on your sword until eventually you have to pull it out and he just collapses to the ground.
She's gonna kick him off her rapier with her foot.
Is there anything else
And
you would
that
like?
will be Yuna's turn.
Perfect.
I'm good.
Lily, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, my character is still shocked about that tiny owl becoming all bear. The only bandit, they're hiding behind a pillar, right?
Yes.
I'll move to the right to take a clear shot. I will hit him with Vicious Mockery.
Ooh, okay.
That will be DC Wisdom 17.
He failed.
2 physical damage. Yeah, psychic damage.
Alright, and I'm assuming he is afraid of you now.
Doesn't say so, but he has disadvantage on his attacks roll.
Alright.
I will go back behind my pillar.
What do you say for this vicious mockery?
What a filthy ape you are.
Ouch, okay. Stings him a bit as he hears this demonic voice just call him an ape, and he's like, ow! Who said that?
I end my turn. That's all.
Alrighty. It is this lowly bandit's turn. Being surrounded, he's just going to back up into a corner. Just kind of his head darting between everyone. Before he just pulls out his crossbow and fires it at you, Rain, out of pure desperation. And that is a 17 to hit.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yes.
But Rain just cocks his head to the side and dodges the arrow, and he goes, "Come on, friend, let's not be like that."
Yeah, he misses as the arrow just flies past your head. He is now very scared as he, again, also trying to frantically reload the crossbow. Cola, it is your turn.
Cola, seeing this. Oh, no. Not do this. Steps over the tiny little barbarian. Like, goes there and runs towards him with his, like, little sword, like, there, trying to pierce him with it. And,
Oof.
yeah.
Oof.
That's just a lot now.
How do you want to do this?
I just come running there and it's like, just like, they are just holding it like laying there and just stabs it into him and goes into the wall, and then it's like, the warned puny one. Just pulls it out, cutting him in two.
His two halves just fall away from each other, around you almost, as one of them just slightly hits your arm. But yeah, he is just gone. There was no surviving that. And it falls quietly as the bandits who are terrified and are gone. What would you guys like to do?
Nicely
Yuna
done there,
is
Cola.
going to
My.
start cutting ears.
Oh yeah, don't want to forget cutting the right ear off.
Yes, there were 6 bandits. So,
Which one was the bandit leader?
from what you could tell, they were all pretty much the
The
same.
same.
You get the feeling like this is actually a larger group than this. I mean, it is a massive temple.
Yeah, I was going to suggest maybe we keep one alive to tell us where the rest are, but quite frankly, that was more than brilliant enough display. Well done, everyone.
Cola offered them the chance. They refused. They'd rather die to the greatness of Cola.
Indeed, the opportunity of surprise is a hard thing to mess up. Crouches down and cuts off the ear of the one guy as his great guy comes over and watches him.
Do you know why they were here?
I don't know. We've just been hired to get them out of here.
Can I search their bodies for any clue? Any loot? Anything?
Sorry?
I would like to search their body if they got anything on them.
Sure. Please roll me a
Investigation?
investigation. Yeah, investigation.
10.
All right, so you begin
Yuna would also
searching.
like to search the bodies.
Roll me investigation as well. So Lily, you begin searching the bodies. At first glance, there isn't much. I mean, you've got the weapons that they had, crossbows and sabers. You do find 15 copper pieces and 4 silver pieces on 2 of the bandits. Yuna, besides the weapons, you don't find anything at all. All right.
Rain is sort of watching Una loot this body, and then just gets distracted by the giant statue. Does anyone know what that statue actually is? I mean, is this temple significant? Should we be worried about traps and things?
If anyone would like to try, you can make a history roll for me.
I think Ryan knows his history.
Can I do religion? Since I think I
Religion can also work, yes.
Yes, 21.
All right. Yuna, you've heard about these temples, but you don't really know much about them. You kind of remember them from your studies that you had back in your childhood. But those were long days. All you know is that they serve a significant purpose in the old times, and that's all you really. But Lily, you know these temples as being sacred places of worship where famous or very respected individuals would be buried. Some of these individuals' names are some of these individuals' names were still remembered. You also know that these temples are believed to have kind of guardians, but that's just a myth to you. The modern day.
I relay this information to Plain since he was asking about the statue and the temple.
He'll sort of nod, very interested in this, and then just say, "Well, I guess, Nero, would you mind keeping an eye out for traps, pressure plates, those sorts of things? You seem to have a good sense of that sort of tracker's eye, if you might."
I tell him I think we don't have any problem if we are going out of the temple, unless you want to do something else.
Sorry, what's up?
No, I was telling Rain that if we are going out from the way we came, we didn't trigger any traps. But if we are going in, then maybe yes.
Yeah, I mean, we just got here. I can't imagine that was the whole bandit camp.
Well, I suppose we have to watch our step as we go along. Be very careful where you step. There could be pressure plates. What else?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Would you mind checking for that in particular? You seem to be good at that kind of thing.
Well, I suppose I could try. Not completely guaranteed that I won't miss something, but I'll do my best.
I mean, everyone keep an eye out. I'm just obviously we'll all keep eyes. Anyone got any ideas where we should head next? Seems we've got two options, and he just points to the two exits to this room that we're in. Oh, look! Looks like Yanni's waking up. Oh no, never mind. Is he always like that?
Please tell me he is.
You should be as soon. I'm sure.
Yanni?
He's clearly trying to log on at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, Yanni, come. Join us. Join us.
Have you got any special way that you usually awaken your brother?
Just a nice slap.
Welcome, Yanni.
Sorry for the delay.
Oh,
No
good.
worries.
So right, I think we just got to see Yuna slap you awake, so it's so good.
Oh shit.
Just to catch you up, before you guys entered the temple, a female elf bard approached your group. Her name is Lily, and she's helping you guys, and you have just slaughtered 6 bandits.
Oh. Nice.
All right. So should we go left or right?
I flip a coin and tell Rain, let's go right then.
Right, it is then.
Wait, like my right or your? Oh, okay. And he just
Yes,
follows
yes,
after Nero.
Alright, I am assuming you are checking for traps as you go.
Indeed. Should I roll perception?
Yes, please.
Sweet.
These halls are wide enough for us to walk to in front. So can I just assist and give advantage on that?
Yes, you can.
Awesome.
Yanni, you can control your character, correct?
Too better.
I do indeed.
Ah, that's good, that's good.
So I was wrapping up some things with the laboratory.
Alright.
I have very many questions for after the session.
Alright, so as you're going, Yin... bloody hell. Your name is killing me.
Just call my character Nira.
I'm just gonna call him Yin. Oh, Nin. Nin. Nin sounds good to me.
Alright.
Alright, Nin, so as you're walking with the aid of rain, you don't see anything that could suggest a trap, but as you approach the narrowing hallway, you do see what looks like a slightly elevated tile.
Jump on it.
Neuron will crouch down. Is there enough space to get anything underneath? Or was it just like a brick that's slightly
It-
slightly?
It is just a brick that is slightly elevated than the rest.
All right. Well, watch your step. I think that this might be one of them. Now, Neuron will step over it.
Rain will just try and assess if he could freeze some water underneath there to jam up the lock.
You can certainly try.
I mean, is that like a survival check, or should I just do it and hope for the best?
You know what? I'm gonna say roll me a survival check.
Okay. Works for me.
I think he froze the temple.
Yeah, I mean, not only do you freeze the brick in place, but the ice expands so much that the brick just pops out, and you can actually see the whole spring mechanism of the trap. So now you know it is a trap.
All right, Nero, keep looking out for those. That definitely was one, but I think it's safe now, everyone. Maybe don't tempt it, and he'll carry on after them.
Sorry, your character name is Nirarin, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys continue further down. Neuron, again, with your passive perception, you do notice that the air feels a little dry inside, as it doesn't get much airflow. But you also hear small whispers, very small, very faint, and then it just goes silent.
Look back to the group and just tell them to keep quiet. Carry on moving forward.
Lily, what are you doing?
My character keep going left. I can't move it right or top. I can just move it to the left side.
Hold on. Let me just. Try now.
That's the thing. I will reset my browser.
Yeah. You all good? I'll just move your character for you for now.
Okay.
Right.
Alright, so you guys keep moving forward.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Then you see before you two paths that you could take, one to your right and one forward. From what you could tell, the whispers that you heard before came ahead of you.
Neuron will look back to everybody, and will look back to Rain anyway, and say, "Oh, I think I hear voices coming from that direction. So get ready for a fight." And you'll crouch down to just be a little bit more quiet.
Alright.
Rain will extend that offer to Archon and to Kola. Just let these two warriors go ahead. He's happy to watch what they do.
So can you guys please roll me a stealth check? Because I am assuming you are being stealthy in this case.
Indeed.
You guys and your bloody good
Peek around the corner of you.
Alright, well, with this insanely good roll, besides the two dolls, but they're wood, so they have a tough time being stealthy. With
That's
the
fine.
with the average group, you guys go ahead fairly, well, pretty much unnoticed. Nin, as you look around the corner, you can see a bunch of, again, a few. Hold on, there we go. A few more bandits just examining the room, kind of looking around for anything that they could possibly use or sell. To anything that they could loot from the place. What do you do?
Well, I'll look back to our Goliath friend and Al friend, give them a quick nod to get ready, and Neuron will hopefully find a good opportunity to pass to this side of the room.
Alright. Goliath nods back.
And just pass to that side of the room there.
Now, I will say, given the position of these bandits, you would be noticed before you could do any stealth attacks. So if any of you have any ranged weapons that you'd like to use before we roll initiative again, please do so.
All right. Niran will pop out then and take a bow attack against the most leaderish of them all.
Which one would that be? Like,
I don't
'cause
know which one
they-
looks more.
that's the thing. All of these guys still look relatively the same level.
Okay. Then I guess I'll take a bow strike against that guy.
Roll hit for me, please.
Sure thing.
Are they armed with different things, these guys, or are they all kitted with similar stuff?
Oh, they're all pretty much kitted with similar stuff. You see crossbows and scimitars.
Yeah. So similarly before, as Niran releases the arrow towards I think this one I said, the arrow gets imbued with lightning mid-flight by Draka.
Alright,
Sorry,
and
Strada.
it does 15 points of damage, am I correct?
Indeed.
That's pretty nice, pretty nice. So your arrow jabs this guy in the shoulder as he kind of just falls onto the sarcophagus and just yells in pain as he gets electrocuted. The rest now know that you guys are here. So please, roll me initiative.
Cool.
Aha. I will... There we are. Remember,
Anybody else
guys...
have any range attacks?
Hmm?
Anybody else have range attacks? Oh, there you go.
Well,
I had one, but it was real slow.
yeah. I'll still take that one, so don't worry. Roll me damage for that one. And who are you targeting? That one. Roll me damage,
That
please.
one.
You gonna roll me damage? Ah, 17.
Nice.
Oh, you're using a short bow. Okay. Jeez. Alright, you take your short bow. You pretty much let loose, and the arrow just travels straight into this dude's shoulder as he also wails in pain. But he's not dead.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. Alright. Give me a small moment as I roll all of their initiative. Now, Narin, as with your position, you do see another bandit chilling on this wall.
Ah, awesome.
Haha. He was being sneaky. You guys didn't even know. I will sort out the whole thingy just now, but in the meantime, tell me who has the highest roll.
Well, you can sort the initiative by in descending order.
Okay, wow, these bandits rolled bloody good. Ooh!
Oh my.
Alright. Alright. Well, it is the bandits' turn.
Lily rolled a 20, but she's listed as 8 on the turn order.
Ah, did he?
No, that's roll low. It's 8.
Ah.
Ah,
yeah.
he didn't click his character. Okay.
I missed that.
Alright, well, it's the bandit's turn. So the first one that got electrocuted and shot, he's gonna turn around and just kind of anger in his eyes. As he just charges straight at you guys, drawing his scimitar. Bugger. Doesn't matter, wait. Haha! Yes. He's going right at the elf. I'm an owl. I'm assuming you're still big, right?
That would depend. I'm pretty sure there's gone 1 minute.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
Yeah, you are tiny again. Given your stature, he just thinks that this is gonna be a easy kill. And he is going to slash at you with his scimitar. That is a 16 to hit. You. Don't grin at me, you bugger. Anyways, hearing the two wails from his fellow companions, this bandit is gonna run up over here. He's gonna pull out his crossbow and he's gonna fire it at you, Norin.
Alrighty.
I did say that, right? I did. No.
Mostly, yeah. Near
Yeah, near. That is a 15 to hit.
A 15 just misses.
Oof. You see this bandit just running, his feet hitting on the stone cold floors. You just, from the corner of your eye, see him aiming at you, and as he fires, you just dodge out of the way, and it's like, oh, that was
And Iran kind of like dodges towards the wall and says, "Ha! You gotta do better than that."
just kind of growls like, oh, I'm gonna get you, is he? Much calmer than the other group. You see, he's just not really shaking, but quickly and effectively reloading. It is the other one's turn. This dude, you see, pulls out a short or small crossbow and his scimitar and charges at you guys. Yes. He's gonna run straight for you. And as he's running, he's gonna fire. That is a 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Ah, finally did damage. Hallelujah. Oh, and that is a 5. Yeah, 5 points of damage. Piercing.
Yeah. Well, that's better.
Cool. Now, this bandit, after being shot in the shoulder, he just kind of snaps the arrow, recovers a little bit, looks at what the current situation is. Let me have a look. Ooh. Ooh. This is interesting. Yeah. And he's going to pull out his 2 scimitars and charge straight at you guys. No. Yeah, he doesn't get 2 attacks. Lucky. He's going to attack
He
you,
uses
Nin.
bonus action to attack. He has 2 swords.
True. So he's going to attack you with his 2 scimitars. And that is a 10 and a 16 to hit.
10 misses, 16 hits.
Cool, cool, cool.
If that's the second attack, he can't add his dex modifier to the damage.
Sorry? So he can't add it.
Yeah, so if it's dual wielding,
Hmm.
so if he uses action to do the strike, he gets all his normal bonuses. But on the second attack, when he does damage, he can't add his dex modifier.
All right. Well, in that case, it is a 3 points of slashing damage.
Righty.
Alrighty. Yuna, it is your turn.
Alright. still equipped with her her bow. She's gonna fire between the guys up front towards
Mm-hmm.
one of the guys in the back.
Go ahead and roll damage for me. I have to hit, please. And 19 hits. Please roll damage. Ooh, you and your bloody 17. Anyway, so you go ahead, pull back, arrow flies past everyone over the flame, and just jabs this dude in the gut. He just hunches over, holding the arrow with both hands, and just grunting in intense pain. He's looking bad. He is looking bad. But he is not down for the count. Is that
And that'll be
the-
my turn.
Cool. Ukan, it is your turn. What shall the barbarian do?
Barbarian Smash.
Alright, go ahead and roll hit for me. That would be this bandit. So, go ahead.
Ooh.
And 8 does not hit.
And that one as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything bad just yet. Don't worry. But
By the way,
yeah,
guys, I don't think Alcon's a barbarian.
he's a Goliath.
Sweeping strike.
Alright, so
That's not a warrior thing.
yeah, so
Oh,
Archon,
yeah. Barbarian. Interesting.
you use your double-bladed scimitar. You swing massively, and much to your surprise, the bandit actually kind of ducks underneath your blade just in the nick of time, and you have to kind of pull back just so that you don't hit Narian. Is that the end of your turn? Alright, cool. Ah, I keep changing your name. Your name is the hardest to pronounce out of all of them.
It's Ni-Ra-Rin.
I know that, but it just doesn't work for me. It is Ni Rar In.
You can try to read it from the right to the left.
Sorry.
Hmm?
Archon can take. He uses a double-bladed scimitar. That's like the one weapon that you can use as a bonus action to take a second attack.
Is it? Oh.
If you attack with a double-bladed scimitar as a part of the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action immediately after to make a melee attack with it. This attack deals 1d4 slashing damage on a hit instead of 2d4, but you can use both sides of the blade.
Alright. Well, Archon, you want to quickly roll us a hit?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
That's
Yeah, it just
1d4
does.
plus 5.
Yeah, but it does 1d4, not 2d4. Very cool. That's actually a very cool weapon. Damn.
Alright.
So that would be
That's not a 1d4.
sorry, 6 damage. Yeah, if you hover your mouse over the damage numbers, you can see which dice was rolled first. The 1 was rolled before the 4.
Yeah, so 6 damage. Alright.
Yeah.
So he takes 6 points of slashing damage. Nice. Very nice. Alright. Well, with your miss of a swing, you quickly recover use the other blade, and it catches the bandit off guard. As you kind of slice up, and you just nick him enough to actually do a deep cut. As he grunts and just leans back a bit. And now that should be the end of it. Cool. Norin, it is you now.
All right. Is our fighter, not a barbarian, swings his blade, narrowly dodging it as he swings. Noran just goes, better watch where you swing that. And he takes out his short sword and just quickly tries to slash at the throat of this guy right in front of him.
Ooh, okay.
15?
15 hits, yes.
I'll also imbue it again with that elemental damage.
You and your lightning.
Yeah, I know. So 8 points of piercing with 3 points of lightning.
Alright, cool. That's 11. Nice. Alright. You go ahead, slash this bandit, and kind of a slight delay after the slash, he then gets electrocuted as he kind of just stiffens up and just trying to fight through it. He is looking bad.
Awesome. I'll use my bonus action and just look behind me at Scar and I just say hunt, and he'll Scar will run up and do an attack.
Go ahead.
So I'm just going to roll regular d20 for this. It's just easier. Plus 3, so it's a plus 6 to the plus 6? No, plus 5 to the roll. So 15 to hit.
I have 15 hits.
Awesome, and d6. d6 damage. So another 5 points damage.
And your little Drake, being the small little badass that he is, runs past you, jumps between you and the massive Goliath, and just lashes onto this dude's throat as he thrashes around. This dude tries to get him off and unintentionally pulls your little Drake friend a little too hard and just rips his throat out as he pulls, and he just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
He be gone.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Cool. Now, the bandit in the back here, they got hit with an arrow. He is kind of pissed as he pulls out the arrow in his gut. He walks forward a little bit, aims for you, Yuna, as you were the one that shot him, and he will fire his light crossbow. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Yay, I'm actually doing damage. Ooh, that's a 9. That's 9 points of damage. Right. You see a kind of, well, not really, but you see like an almost a glow in his eyes as he feels he's done something, hitting you, and he goes ahead and reloads. Next up, it is the bandit chilling behind the wall. Let's see. How far can I? Yeah. He is going to rush forward with his single scimitar, and just kind of dart around his friend and just take a slash at you, Cola. And that is a 13 to hit. That does not hit. Cool. It is Yanni, your turn.
And Yanni will pull both of his arms out of his coat, both wrapped around in thin strands of string, as from the right hand, Alex, the dagger-wielding puppet, darts out and attacks the newcomer The one over here.
All right. Go ahead. Roll hit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, natural 20. That
Ooh.
hit.
Now, how do I roll critical damage on this thing?
On Beyond.
I think just roll it. No, just click on the actual returning weapon button on the actual box and it should roll it. I think.
No, with Beyond you have to right click and then select critical damage.
No, I mean like literally on the actual.
Oh, yeah, on the thing it should do crit.
Oh, there we go.
13 points of damage. That's nice.
Very nice.
Alright.
And with his left hand still, again, just wrapped in string, he will just simply pull it to the opposite end of his body, unnaturally so, as it wraps around him with this clicking and popping sound. And the strings go down to his hip, where a head a little bit bigger than Yuna's, but with the same design, the same features, is attached to, and its mouth opens up as a dull hand basically emerges from inside the mouth and pulls itself out with the bonus action. And I will order my defender to come into play.
Hey, Steel Defender.
Mm-hmm.
Very
And with that, I will end my turn, and it will begin the turn of the defender itself, as it will rush to the action and strike out at the same bandit that Alex struck.
Go ahead, roll hit.
Oof, 13.
A 13 just hits.
Nice!
8 force damage. Your Steel Defender rushes forward, and it doesn't have any weapons, right? It's just brute force.
Yes, it has like two kind of like makeshift metallic rings around its back, but it attacks only with its fists alone.
All right. So it goes ahead, just decks this bandit on the chin. As you see, it punches so hard that the bandit's head just spins round to the opposite end, and it just falls down. He is gone.
Ooh, sweet!
Very
No, yeah, as Victoria, which is the puppet's name, decks this guy and has him fall, she'll just simply step on his still spinning head and rush over here to finish her movement.
All right. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, or end of her turn.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Lily, it is your turn.
I will move right next to Alex. And the bandit that had attacked Koala, I will use Vicious Mockery on him, tell him, you are a bandit and you can't hit this tiny owl. Shame on you. Wisdom 17.
He got an 18.
Ah, okay. Got nothing.
Just kind of looks past Cola and at you, and it's like, what are you talking about?
You didn't hit her. Okay. For my bonus action, I would turn toward the Goliath Oaken. And I want to give him Bardic Inspiration. Because he missed 2 times.
All right. So what does the Bardic Inspiration do?
He gets what do you call it? 1d4 for attack. 1d6.
A 1d6 for any
attack.
attack.
Yeah, ability check, attacks, and saving rolls.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
You can use it within the next 10
10
minutes.
minutes. Yes.
And it's ability check, attack, it doesn't whatever. You can choose to use it before or after the roll if I'm correct as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So your Goliath now has bardic inspiration. Alright, I'm assuming that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Perfect. Cola, it is you.
Cola
Call.
just looks at this one, just sets down the sword like a little bit, and then just takes his feather and just smacks him in. It.
Alright. Unarmed strike 10, that does not hit.
Yep. Not. What?
Yeah, we're not doing flanking, right? We're not doing flanking, right?
The bandit that Cola attacked is facing Cola. So right now, your steel defender is flanking that bandit, but not the other one.
Okay.
Well, Cola is angry. Action sword and just tries to.
Go ahead. And 20 hits.
Nice.
Yeah, you in your rage, you pull out your sword, you skewer him, and he just looks at you surprised, like, this little owl literally just stabbed me. And as you pull out your blade, he just falls down next to you. He is gone.
Foolish one.
Died until I tell you so.
Then let's see. Where are we? Just slipping there.
Cool. Rain. it is
Seriously?
you. What?
The one unnecessary step that has ruined my plan. Okay. I will run in here and I'm going to come in, swing in with my staff, and he's just going to, as he runs round the corner. Let's see how it goes first, actually. Oh yeah. Okay, so 9.
9 doesn't hit, sorry.
So he runs in and he sees it's a bit crowded there. He tries to thrust out once and then spins around for a kick with bonus action.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that's 6 bludgeoning damage on that one.
As the strike comes down, you see a little bit of a jolt of lightning come towards the I think it's a bow. Yeah, it's a bow staff, and you get an extra d6 of lightning damage as my Drake confuses it.
Well, this would be on the kick. I've missed with the bow staff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, with the kick, your foot becomes electrified.
Oh, is
Sweet.
that
How much
a
is that?
reaction you can do?
Yeah, it's basically a reaction that the Drake can do. Every only one. Basically, yeah, it's my Drake that gives the action to someone who makes an attack within, I think, 30 feet of it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's awesome. How much was that?
A d6 of lightning damage you can add.
Oh, nice. Extra
Ooh.
5 as
Ooh.
that current just runs through the water on his leg, and extra blast of energy.
So you kind of like just kick the dude in the shoulder, like your foot comes down, smash into his shoulder, and then, like a second later, he just gets electrocuted. And you just think to yourself, like, since when did I have this much static on me?
No, that he just feels good. He feels like he's definitely controlling his chi properly now. Does that kick take him out, or is he still standing?
He's still standing as
Then
he
he's
is.
going to use a key point to follow it up with another one,
Okay, go ahead.
and is just going to. So as that kick comes down, he'll swing it back up, try and crack him on the jaw.
I guess you could say this
Oh.
experience is electrifying.
Yeah, he's got pins and needles in his toes though, so he kind of whiffs that one.
Yeah, that one misses.
Yeah, and that I think is my turn.
Isn't Fairy Blows 2 attacks?
Yeah, that was it's then
Oh,
2
okay.
attacks as your bonus action, so just one more on top of what I did.
All right.
Because that was 3 attacks and I missed 2 and hit with the 1, so that's my turn.
Cool. Now, on to the bandits again. This bandit, he's gonna walk forward a little bit and just he's gonna aim for you, Ray, as seeing a monk with lightning is a little terrifying, and he thinks to himself like this is probably one of the key members we need to try and get rid of. He doesn't realize on how futile this is, so he'll still take a shot at you with his crossbow. And that is a 19 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. But as it just hits, he's going to use his reaction to try and catch the arrow midair. So you roll the damage, and then I roll to decrease the damage, and if I reduce it to 0, I catch it.
Yeah. That's a 5. Yep.
Doesn't even need to
So
roll.
he catches as he's like looking down at his foot trying to figure out, he just quickly snaps his head and catches the arrow midair, and just he wags a finger at him, and he's going to use another key point to throw it right back at him.
Okay.
Monk
So
bullshit.
I make a range attack.
Yeah, sure.
16.
The 16 hits. Please roll damage.
He takes 7 points of piercing damage from that one, as he
Ooh.
just throws the arrow right back at him.
Alright. So you just catch the arrow midair, you throw it back, and you throw it back with a little bit, like a little too much force, as it just gets him right in the center of the chest, and he kind of just flies back a feet or so, and he just falls to the ground and doesn't move. He is gone. Alright. It is the next one's turn, being surrounded. He, in an act of desperation, uses his scimitar to try and hit the steel defender as he saw it coming first. To him, that's a more important target. So that is a natural 20 against your steel defender.
Oof.
Ooh,
And that is a crit.
nothing I can do with that, but I can do some things. Of me. Hiding style, intercept, and just send the shield in. Reduce the damage by.
Alright. Am I right? A critical damage is 2 of the same dice.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, so you are deflecting 6 damage, am I correct?
Yep.
Cool. Your steel defender only takes 2 points of damage.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, you did bloody well.
Nice
Right.
shield work there, Cola. Damn.
You and your shield. Anyway. And that will be the end of his turn. Yuna, it is your turn.
She's going to switch things up as she moves and pull out her rapier to stab at this very surrounded bandit.
This poor guy. I'll go ahead. Oh, someone left.
Great.
I think it was Bandit. He did say that he's feeling a little bit unwell.
Yeah, this bandit is holding on. Even though he's been electrocuted, stabbed, he's doing fairly well.
No, he means the person who left was Archon. His name is Bandit. I was also confused as to what Yanni was saying to the bandit. Like, take it easy, but I thought it was just like, thought it was battle talk, but no.
Oh, I also thought it was battle talk.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I mean, it works so well. He is the controller of the Steel Defender, so that's what I thought he meant. Okay. Well, sorry, Yuna, you missed.
It's all good. That's my turn.
Alright, that's it for your turn. Okay, now I have to play the bloody Goliath. Well, I don't think he would be able to. Oh no, he would.
You can just move him out of combat for now and just let the party, main party.
Yeah, no. But that's the thing. His character would want to kill.
It shouldn't. You don't have to really worry about it. The characters, and yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He, seeing that he can't really do anything, as everyone is blocking the path to the last bandit, he's just gonna step back and lean against the wall, kind of like grunting to himself, like, "Ugh, these guys aren't giving me a chance." And Rin, it is your turn. Rin.
Alrighty. I'm going to take a. Yeah, I'll take a bow shot against this guy over here.
All right.
My character sheets. My Whitethorn. 15.
15 hits, and that's 10 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, and I'll look down towards Scala and just say, I'll point toward the bandit and just say capture in Draconic, and it will run along the ground. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Just enough movement. Awesome. And he's going to, it's going to attack, but not try kill the bandit. So basically, it's just a normal attack. It's just if I knock them out, it will just be the bandit will just be unconscious.
Well, your arrow alone already did that, as
okay.
you hit him in the other, or you hit him in a shoulder, and he just pulls it out, looks at it, and just passes out from exhaustion and pain. So he is unconscious.
Awesome.
And
yeah, Scarlet's just going to be hovering above him just to make sure he doesn't move.
I will make a death save for him. Yeah, he passes. Cool. Yanni, it is your turn.
Yanni will dart behind Rain. And taking advantage of everyone surrounding this bandit, instead of throwing out Alex, he's just going to raise his hand and allow him to dart out. And I assume this is at advantage against this thing.
So the bandit has disadvantage.
No, like the attack would be at advantage against the bandit.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, your little Alex just tears this bandit apart, pieces. He's down for the count. And that is it.
Yeah, I pull back the strings and just with a flick of the hand, just the strings flick to the side and just splash the blood on the wall as I retrieve my puppet.
And with that, we exit combat. You now have one bandit who's. Let me roll another thingy over here.
How many bandits was that?
That was 5 bandits plus the one that is currently unconscious.
Alrighty.
Sorry guys, I need to go AFK.
Cool.
Go ahead. I was going to suggest that we take a break real quick.
Awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
In the meantime, you see Scarla currently has his head on the unconscious bandits, kind of like protecting its prey type of thing.
Oh, that's adorable.
Also, DM, just to let you know, when Neuron reaches level 7, the the drake will become a medium creature. So currently it's quite small, about like just below waist height at the moment. It's pretty small.
All right. Perhaps you can tell me now, what is the difference between a drake and a dragon?
So technically, a drake is a dragon without wings, but in this case, a drake is basically a very small dragon.
Okay.
Well,
So,
you could also see it as a drake has got the hands on the end of its wings, whereas a dragon actually has arms and legs and wings.
Yeah, that too.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
that's why I like this art so much. It was pretty much the right image of a drake in D&D. Because
But
Drake
that's also
normally doesn't have wings at all.
But Drake doesn't have wings. Of what what I was actually just talking about is a wyvern.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it's more like. Yeah.
But the rules basically it's giving you a dragon. It's just it's transforming and going through different. It's like a dragon type Pokemon that doesn't quite obey all the rules, but evolves through different things.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
I'm
subspecies
assuming
of dragon.
I'm assuming when it's fully grown, it won't be able to fly.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It will be able to fly at level 7,
Ah.
but I won't be able to ride it. At level 15, I'll be able to ride it.
But that's why I say it's not like it doesn't really abide by those descriptions of dragon or like a drake not having wings, because it does get wings eventually. So it's like you might as well just flavor it however you want.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to refer to my drake as a wyvern from now on, because that's more appropriate of what it actually is.
And when they are fully grown, they're like roughly the size of a young dragon.
Yeah, it will be basically a large creature. So yeah.
Wow, they are tiny compared to the dragon.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back. I'm
Cool.
gotta go somewhere.
Okay, same.
Man, I love this character. I'm so happy I could finally play it.
Yeah, geez, I know I was probably annoying the DM by catching that crossbow bolt, but it has been a long time since I've gotten to actually use deflect missiles.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I saw a post on Reddit, which what is it called? Make the doors locked was basically the title of the Reddit post. It's so when you are going through a dungeon or having the party move around, put a locked door every now and then if there's a rogue in the party, so you can have a chance to unlock the door and stuff like that. Or in this case, when there's a monk, shoot a few arrows at him.
Yeah, hit him with arrows. He'll appreciate it.
It's like, yeah, the I think when I was playing a monk originally, like ages ago, every time there was a bowman or anything shooting at him, he would either shoot someone else or miss me. And it annoyed me to high heaven because I was like, come on, let me catch the arrow.
Yeah, that literally on that first one where it was like it just missed. My honest response was like, "Oh, come on, I wanted to catch it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a tough lesson to learn, or maybe not a tough lesson to learn, but to implement is to actually like give your players challenges to use all their skills, especially once you get to higher levels, and it's like, well, these motherfuckers can do anything. What the hell kind of a lock do I have to put in front of you now?
I feel like this was advice that you were trying to give me, but I wasn't here for it.
No, we're just chatting.
You-
Okay, thank
You
Yeah,
goodness.
put
it's
it's easy. You put a lock that requires you to know Sin. Then no one can
Yeah.
open it.
Yeah.
What we were saying, I was saying that I appreciate the fact that I got to catch an arrow. I know it may have annoyed you that you weren't getting to do damage, but that's like good DMing to actually shoot arrows at the monk, because we get to use deflect missiles and feel like a badass when we catch them. Like that's
I'm not gonna lie, while I was prepping this, I told myself, yes, these bandits aren't gonna do much. Which is why I'm hoping that the boss of the temple is challenging enough. I mean, from what I've seen, it shouldn't be too difficult for you guys.
we do also have a massive party that
Yeah.
makes a big difference.
Yes.
I would highly recommend using the D&D Beyond encounter calculator when you're working out encounters, because with an encounter this size, you probably want to make them all deadly if you actually want to make it a challenge. Like this has been fun because we've been able to get like
And
quick kills and stuff, but
this
if you actually
this
want
one
to hurt us,
was,
it's going to take a lot.
to me, this one was basically a test. Like, okay, how can I expect encounters to go on in the future? What are the things that I need to prep that I didn't know that I needed to prep? Now I know. So yeah, this was basically a test.
Yeah,
And
you'll be doing that the whole campaign. You're
I'm-
constantly trying to figure out the right balance as a DM. That's part of the fun.
Oh, I knew this one wasn't balanced. I knew you guys were too OP. But I mean, that's what I get with your rolls. Haha.
I'm having fun, so.
Yeah, so long as you're having fun, I'm happy.
Yeah, look, when things are going well for us as the players, we're never going to complain. Like, it's like, yes, we got some cool kills. That was good.
All right. Well, can I have a quick hear of voices to know who's here and who's not?
I'm back.
All right. I know Dev and Matt are here.
Lily, Yuna, are you guys here?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yuna
here.
is here.
Luna's here. I think we're just waiting on Lily.
Cool. I'm gonna run and just quickly get a glass of water.
Cool.
Yeah. Grab it.
Watch, as soon as he leaves, Lily comes back. We have to wait for his bloody ass. I know. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to ask. What do you guys think of the map so far?
It's pretty damn cool.
Yay!
I really like it.
Yay!
Yeah, it's very cool. It's got like an interesting scale element to it. It's hard to find very big maps in D&D. Like like big rooms, you know what I mean, in the dungeon, because that's half what makes it impressive when you walk into like that first room with the giant statue.
I'm glad you guys like it so far.
Cool, yeah.
Lily, you back?
Oh, gotcha.
Damn. Damn.
Well, while we wait, Rowan's just gonna cast. Takes out a small sprig of. What is it? I'm gonna get the name. A small sprig of mistletoe, and he casts good berry as small little berries grow on the actual mistletoe.
Alright.
And heals him up for 8 HP.
Himself or the bandit?
Himself. Don't
Cool.
worry, I still have 2 good berries for him when it starts.
Alright. Well, this bandit is still not conscious, and none of you have stabilized him, so I'm gonna roll one more.
Oh wait, I didn't know he was unstable.
Oh yeah, no, well, he took an arrow.
Alright,
2 arrows.
I will make a medicine check to see if I can save him.
Go ahead, please.
I think I just need a DC 10 and a DC 7.
He is now stabilized. Well done. You have a prisoner of war.
Excellent. Excellent.
Is there anything you'd like to do with him?
I'll wait for Lily to get back. Continuing.
Alright.
Waiting for the charismatic character to actually have the talk. Nice, nice.
Exactly.
So you're saying I need to bring Gog now?
Nah, screw luck.
While we wait for the charismatic character, does anyone want to try figure out if there's anything going on with this sarcophagus or if it's just an old dead guy?
You are welcome to see.
Well, Neuron is just busy making sure the bandit doesn't bleed out at the moment, so.
Yeah, I'm more gesturing towards the dolls. They seem like they might understand these kinds of things. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, the mending would last only 1 minute, so. And you would join. So, you need some assistance with this sarcophagi?
I mean, I was just looking into it. Do you think this is what they came for?
Well, they were around it when we took them by surprise, so but there's a fair assumption to make, yes.
Yuna, please roll me a perception. No, investigation, sorry. Investigation. Oh, wow. Okay, yes. Well, you find the usual weapons. I don't know if any of you guys are actually taking the weapons. But you also find, let's see it, 6 silver pieces and 1 gold piece.
While investigating the sarcophagi itself, could we try to check for any like writing, runes, inscriptions that would indicate who or what this is?
You do see quite a few ruins on the sarcophagus, but I don't. It's to you. It's just hieroglyphics. These things are of an ancient dead language that, unfortunately, none of you would be able to read.
Could I at least try to ascertain, if not the meaning, just maybe, oh, this is like the structure of a name, this is the structure of a rank or something like that?
Sure. Roll me a history check.
Okay. Pretty decent.
Yes. With the hieroglyphs, you can't actually read them, but you do get the sense that this was a warrior who has died in battle, and his death was so glorious that they had to bury him in this sacred place.
Mm-hmm. So ascertaining this, Yanni would turn to Rain. I think they were trying to disrupt the resting of this great warrior that has been granted the great honor of being buried on such sacred ground. I think it would be best if we don't disturb, lest we incur either it or someone else's wrath.
Oh yes, I agree. Not best not to disturb the dead. I hope they didn't break anything.
Oh, well, depending on the circumstance, disturbing the dead can be quite a good idea, but in this particular one, not so much.
All right. Just checking, Lily, are you back?
Nope, not yet.
Bugger.
No. Should we begin our interrogation without Lily, or do we wait until they're back again?
Yeah, let's go ahead with the interrogation.
Alrighty.
As you finish examining the sarcophagus, you hear a groan come from the bandit as he tries to get up, but the Drake just holds him down. And slowly coming to his senses, he starts panicking a bit as he's looking around, trying to see what's on top of him.
Well, don't panic, friend. We're all friends here.
What is on me?
Ah, that's just my pet. Don't worry about him. He won't hurt you unless I tell him to.
He takes like a gulp and just looks at you. So, what do you want?
Well, it's obvious. We want to know how many are of you.
I won't betray my brethren.
Well, then, Scarla over here will, probably kill you if you don't tell us at least a little bit of information.
Roll me an intimidation check.
I'm not good in intimidation, but okay.
If anyone, you can help him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play the good cop to his bad cop. Like, even if I look creepy as all fuck, and be like, oh, come on, we do not revel in such bloodshed and such barbaric acts. We wish only to set you free and let you go, but we do require some degree of exchange, yes?
Yeah, Naren, you will get advantage on that intimidation. Because a half doll person is
Oh, that's better.
pretty scary.
19.
He's
Hey.
just looking between all of you. As you can see the fear slowly growing in his eyes. And there's there was 6 of us stationed in the front. Just to, I'm sure you already ran into them, but then there wasn't many of us in this temple, but there's 4 in the main room, and I don't know about the other 5. I think they're still trying to break through the defenses on the top floor.
And where's your leader?
Oh, he's with the 4.
All right. Well, anybody else have any questions?
Well, there was just mention of defenses. Are you referring to the defenses of the pyramid itself, traps and such?
No, actually, there's a group of people. We think that it's just archaeologists or something like that. Proving to be pretty tough, but I don't think I don't think they can last much longer. We have been trying to get rid of them for the past 3 days now.
In other words, we must make haste. Everyone in accord with adding an ear to the pile?
Well, I wouldn't say no.
You're not gonna kill me, are you? I gave you what you wanted.
Now. 1 ear isn't. You can live without ears. And Coda just pointed like their face and no ears.
The fear starts growing in his eyes as he is trying to get up, but the Drake is still holding him down. It's pretty clear he doesn't want his ears cut.
Oh, Yadarin starts walking away. Doesn't want to see that.
Well, sister dearest, you appear to be quite fond of collecting these, so by all means.
Gladly. And we'll proceed to cut one right ear off the living bandit's head.
Roll me a performance check.
Wouldn't more be like a sleight of hand check?
Well, not really. Sleight of hand is like stealing. This is seeing how well and clean she cuts through the ear.
Cool.
Alright, 14. So it's not a bad job. You get most of the ear. I mean, you don't need all of it. There's a little bit of the base still on his head as he kind of screams and just. I'm looking for the bloody word. Writhes, yes. Writhes in pain as you pretty swiftly take off his right ear.
And adding that ear to her. To the other. She will say in chat.
I'm assuming your Drake got off of him.
Yeah. After the cutting is done, Yadarin just gives a small whistle and it follows him.
Yeah, he looks up at you and I just kind of very shakily nods his head as he gets up to his feet and limps away from you guys. And you set the bandit free. Well done.
Ugh, such a drama queen.
Well, we just did cut off his ear.
Exactly my point. It is just an ear, as his like limbs are like clicking around.
Well, fair enough.
Just a real quick check. Lily, are you back?
Nope, still not here.
Oh. Set a break. Not ending the session. Bloody hell.
He's probably putting his kids to bed or something. But
Oh, he's got kids? Damn, I didn't know that.
honestly, I don't think we've seen him since since the final session of our first campaign.
Oh damn.
But that was because his wife went into labor during the final scene. It's like, guys, I have to go. My wife's kind of in labor, and we were like, what?
Jeez, okay, that's one way of just leaving. Just straight up telling you guys, yeah, my wife's in labor. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, look, sorry, I can't keep playing D&D right now. I've kind of got something else to deal with.
I'm surprised he was still able to like tell you guys. I mean, if I was him, I would have just rushed away. I wouldn't even like let you guys know until I have nothing else to do but wait. God damn. Well, I think I'll just control his character for a little bit and we can continue.
Cool.
Oh. before you guys, you've got 2 hallways that you could travel. Which way? Oh, I'm assuming you're going that way.
Oh, going further into the temple.
Very well. Roll me a perception check, please.
Sure thing.
Everyone?
Just the
Okay.
ranger in the front.
It was nearly an 18.
You're looking, though you don't really see anything that would catch your eye.
All right. Continue walking.
And as you walk to the end of the hall, you find that there are no traps.
Oh, thank God.
Haha. Haha. Yeah, what happened to the music? Is the music still going?
I think the bot is dead. I'm trying to figure it out, but I take it no one else can hear it either.
No, I can't.
Yeah, it's been finicky since Saturday.
I think it's always finicky, to be honest.
Alright. So,
Peek around the corner over here.
alright, please do me a stealth check first. You have bloody advantage on stealth. Lucky bug.
Yeah.
Alright, well, with a 26, you sneakily peek around the corner. And you see a very strange creature along with 5 bandits. And it's kind of... what's the word? Fascinating to see such a
Oh my.
weird combination. What do you do?
Oh.
That's the music bot, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try fix it quick.
Well, I'll look behind me and see the 3 puppets right behind me. And I'll say, right, so there seems to be a giant scorpion of some kind behind this wall over here with another 4 bandits. I think we could probably take them.
Most definitely, yes.
Are they facing away from us right now?
So what the 4 bandits are doing are just keeping an eye out as you see the scorpion woman just talking to the statue in front of her. You can't really hear what she is saying because it's like a whisper, but you get the sense that she is getting frustrated with the statue.
All right. Well, Kola, I think this is your cue. Is Jin? Oh, sorry, not Jin. I was thinking about the character. Is Niraran ready as an arrow?
Yanni raises one wooden finger. We might want to wait and see exactly what is going on. They could know something that we most clearly don't, and I would very much dislike disrupting their business.
Also very true. As Niraran keeps an ear out to what they're saying, if they're saying anything at all.
Roll me another perception, please.
Sure thing.
Solid.
Yeah, that should do it.
24. Alright. You hear from the scorpion woman something along the lines of like, why won't you answer me? Why won't you talk? But in a irritated whisper.
Okay. Well, it seems like they're trying to talk to their god of some sort. Maybe a patron?
Patron.
Only reason I can figure out why they're talking to a giant statue of a snake.
Could you, perchance, if it's not too much to ask, describe this statue into further detail? Might have heard of it.
Yeah, Neuron will look around and try to describe it to the best of his ability.
Well, as you look, you can see past the scorpion lady a massive statue of a snake curled up on itself and staring out into the room.
Yeah, I relay that information back to Yanni.
Could I make a check based on that description, either like a history or an arcana, to try and tell what this statue represents?
No, you can make a history check for me, please.
Roger dodge. Oh, damn it.
And you have heard, like in your studies as a child, like some importance to snake-like statues and temples. But that was a history lesson, and it was in one ear and out the other. You barely recall it. So you do know that it is important.
Doesn't pull any strings inside my brain, I'm afraid. But
7 gods are a dime a dozen, aren't they? I say we sneak in there and spread ourselves out before we make ourselves known.
Very good idea.
Well,
Alright. So you guys are going to be sneaking in.
Well,
Yosh.
bringing a trap more. Well, yeah, just jumping out and attacking, right?
Alright, well, if you're going to be sneaking in, can everyone please roll me a stealth check?
Okie dokie. I'll just use my stealth from earlier. God damn.
Lily, are you back?
Lily!
Lily, where did you go?
Oh, Lily, my Lily, where have you gone to?
Lily, are you okay? Are you okay, Lily? Alright, I'm just gonna roll for them then.
Hey, you can just keep them out of the fire if you want, and just let them join when they get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lily and Archon get to have their own little buddy cop adventure.
Actually, they find this room very fascinating and stare at the mummy.
Ooh, mummy.
Yeah. Alright, let us see. Yeah, Yanni, you and your stealth. Wait, yeah, you and your
Yeah, setting a precedent over here. Rolling shit stealth.
And we're gonna have to get something nice and soft to put on the end of those wooden legs of yours. Because
Yeah, no joke.
Some
Yeah.
cotton on the bottom.
Yanni, have you ever thought of soundproofing? Just an idea.
Doesn't really ring any bells.
Oh, that's kind of the point.
Alright, with this average, well, with the average stealth, I'll say that you all make it into the room without being detected.
Right, so we basically get a surprise round, right?
Given that the light gets better as you get closer, I'll say that you can get 10 feet before one of the bandits notice you.
Okay, that's fine.
As in like 10 feet from the bandit.
Okay.
Not where you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll get to that side of the room.
Back.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey.
Well, wondering how long you were gonna take.
Well, yeah, Lily, just quickly roll me a stealth check.
Sorry. 16.
14, 16, yeah. Yeah, so you also make it into the room without being detected. All right. So I'll say that we can all of you can make one attack before they get alerted. So we'll do it one by one. Actually, let's roll initiative right now, and then we can go by that turn.
Man, what is with my initiative rolls?
What the heck? 18, 18, 18, 18.
Eh?
Oh no, there's only two 18s.
Oh no, it's just that they both are 18, 18.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess we have to roll off then. But we've got the same bonus, obviously.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to. Who has the higher dex?
Oh, well, that's the tiebreaker is 18. We've got the same dex.
No.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
true.
18. That's right.
Go ahead, roll off then,
Really?
you fast buggers.
That's an 18 roll wasted.
Got another 18.
And come
Oh,
there with that
no,
doo doo.
guys.
Man, like,
Come
Wasting all the
on.
good rolls, man.
I like the idea of like Cola and Rain. They're like right up front, just sneaking up, like getting a little bit like, okay, who's gonna go first? Like you or me?
how could you
The
think you could beat
hell is
Cola's
happening with my
greatness?
screen? Hold on, guys. I think my screen is dying on me.
I like to think they're moving up very quietly, and then one's trying to get closer, the other one's trying to get closer. They're pretty much right next to each other, trying to shove each other out of the way, trying to go first.
Yeah, like I'll take the lead. Don't worry. Don't worry.
No, I'll do
No,
it.
no.
I'll do it.
Screen, can you not die on me, please? I feel like my screen is dying on me. It keeps flashing on and off.
Smack those connections.
Stay alive. But live. Live. Okay, I think it may be good now. It may be good. So far doing well. Yay. Okay. Alright, so who got... Alright, so Ray, please. Take your turn.
No, it's Cola first. We rolled off.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so Cola, you first.
Yeah. I think Cola just brushes his sword and is swinging to die, tiny creature. And I don't even need to ask if it hits.
Yeah, it's 25.
Yeah.
Alright. You do 7 points of slashing damage, or piercing damage, as you run up to this bandit and just cut him. He gets surprised, of course, but you get the sense that these oaks are actually slightly stronger than the rest, and that's why they are with this scorpion lady. Alright. Rain?
Okay. Well, I just quickly need to double check how this works. Yeah. All right. So he's going to step out here and just say, "Hello, geezer," and he's gonna pop the top off his decanter and a line of 30 gallons of water is going to gush forth out of his water skin in a 30-foot long line, and he aims it at the bandit in front of him. It needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone, and everything is getting blasted with water there.
This bandit.
Yeah.
Cool. Strength save. Ooh, nat 1.
Oh, nice. So he is just blasted off his feet by the water, and I think it's only one. Yeah. So they all just get splashed with water, but that one gets knocked clean off his feet, and I think that's all I can do.
Alright, so no damage, he's just knocked to
Oh,
his feet.
he does take 1d4 bludgeoning damage. Okay, so he takes 1 bludgeoning damage. He just got just got splashed.
Alright.
I just want to double because that's a bonus action to actually hit him with it, and it's an action to use the decanter. Okay, so yeah, that's all. But the water is continuously pouring out of that now in this just blast of water until the start of my next turn.
Alright.
So he'll try and cover a bit more ground as this is happening because I've still got my movement, and he'll move back towards the pillar over here, just so that anyone that's trying to get range shots in doesn't have to get it over or through this water. But he's just now basically all of that area where they are standing is wet, and that one's on the ground, and he's trying to fire hose him to keep him down there. That's my turn.
Cool. Next up, Yanni.
Yep. Yanni will pull Alex out of his cloak and throw it to Victoria, which will chuck it at this bandit.
Cool. Roll hit for me. With advantage because it is still a surprise attack.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I hope you
Yeah.
guys have been rolling with advantage because remember.
Gotcha.
Well, that's still
Yeah.
yeah.
I was fishing for a crit.
All right. Roll damage for me.
Okay.
9 points. 9 points. That's nice.
And with his other hand, as he pulls back Alex, he's going to puppeteer his still defender to rush forward and take the dodge action.
Cool. All right. Next is Lily. What would you like to do?
I have a question. The Scorpio lady, is it charmable? Can it be charmed or not?
Let me quickly have a look at the sheet.
You wouldn't really know, would you?
You know what? Make me a nature check. Seeing a human-like body on top of a scorpion, you get the sense that this thing is sentient, and with a sentient mind, it can be manipulated. So you get the sense that yes, this thing could possibly be charmed.
Does it count as a person or monster? Monster.
Just call it a monster.
I will take one step front, so the distance between us is 30. Now, here's the thing. I have one of the magical items give me an ability or spell, but it's level 6. Can I use it?
Hold on, repeat that.
One of the magical items that I have, give me level 6 spell.
Okay. And which spell would you like to use?
Auto and resist probably dance. Concentration.
Alright.
Sorry, what item are you using? Oh, you got an instrument.
That's a rare item.
Oh my.
But is that your instrument that you're using?
It's wondrous item. Yes.
Yeah, your concertina, that's an instrument.
Cool.
Oh.
Alright.
Wisdom save. 17.
Beg your pardon?
You need to make a wisdom save. 17.
Alright, what's the DC?
17 wisdom.
Okay. You guys,
Okay. You failed.
Wait.
Now,
could you guys see that? You weren't supposed to see that.
Yes.
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 You're not supposed to see that roll. Oh well. Yeah. Alright.
now the scorpion lady can't move to dance into place, and all attack against it are with advantage.
Yeah, so you cast the spell, and the scorpion lady being caught completely off surprise as she was just trying to talk to the statue, just starts randomly dancing in place, and she's looking at her feet like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, now you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls, and all
Oh.
attack against it with advantage.
Nice.
Cool. Is that the
You
end of
can
your turn?
try to break out of it by doing another wisdom save on your turn.
Alright.
I guess yeah, that will be the end of my turn.
Alright, so I'm guessing that's the end of your surprise attack. Cool. Next up, Niaran.
Awesome. I'm gonna start off with casting a Hunter's Mark on the big scorpion thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. I was trying to actually display the spell. There you go. So it does all that, but mainly I'm just going to use it for the extra d6 points of damage. And I'm going to make an attack.
She doesn't need to make any saves or anything like
Nope.
that. Cool.
Nope. Nothing like that.
Alright, so she is hunted.
Alright. I get a 17, and upon hitting her, I will also declare as my favorite foe, allowing me to get another d4 of damage. So, yeah, I get a bonus d6 and a bonus d4.
Oh yeah, 17 does hit.
Yeah, so that'll be 11 plus 12 plus 4, so 16 points of damage. And my Drake will use its reaction to give me that extra lightning damage, adding another. Cool. So that is 12, 16.
18 points of damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Like super powered freaking lightning arrow hits her hopefully square in the chest.
Well, she was still facing the statue when you attacked, so it actually hit her on her back. And she kind of just like leans forward as her feet are still like dancing from side to side. And she's now like in pain. Is like, okay, what the actual hell is going on here? And she finally turns around
Yeah.
while still dancing. That spell. What the hell is wrong with that spell?
All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Last but not least, it is Luna.
going to be firing off with the short bow at
Alright,
this furthest back.
go ahead. Remember, you have advantage. Alright. 17 will hit. "17 points of damage. Bloody hell. This is your third 17 in a row. Alright. Cool. He's not looking too good. And I'm assuming that's it.
Yeah.
Cool. Now we start the round properly. Cola, it's you.
Time to die, pretty. No.
9 does not hit.
Cola has decided to give you a few moments more to live. Be grateful. Cast yourself in front of the great Cola. His infinite mercy.
Cola. Alright, I'm assuming you're just gonna end your turn right there. Or are you gonna do something else?
Just there because
Oh my god, Cola.
Cola knows. Cola knows everything.
Cola's I'm gonna keep hitting you.
Alright.
Literally has no benefit. But yeah.
Alright, so you try and stab the bandit, but given your surprise attack, he is now fully aware of you guys and makes the appropriate dodge. Rain, it is you.
Okay. Rain is going to he's gonna step up, just not even see Cola around the corner of this thing, and he's going to start as he walks towards this bandit. He's just swinging his staff in like a figure of 8 around him, but I'm going to use a key point to shape the flowing river, and as the scorpion lady is like dancing, as each of her feet lifts into the air, I'm I'm freezing the water underneath her into like slopes, these frozen slopes that she's gonna have to slip and slide on. But I'm freezing them outwards so that there's like a row of spikes coming towards me. But I'm just pulling them back up into the air as I walk towards this guy.
So she basically falls on ice spikes.
Well, she won't fall on the spikes, but it'll at least cause her to slip.
Okay.
So it's up to you how you want to actually handle that. This is, I'm just reshaping the water, but I mean, I would argue that it's like a deck save or something, or fall prone, because this
Well,
is a very specific like key ability that you can kind of do whatever you want with water, other than actually just straight up stab them with it.
I'm gonna say that is a deck save.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, 19.
Okay, so she's keeping
Ye-
that tap dance going.
Yeah, you it's you almost see like she's using that spell to her advantage as her feet just stay slipping on the ice, and she's just keeping herself up, and it's like pretty impressive actually.
Well, then as he's created all of those spikes, he gives a faint look of like being impressed before spinning around and trying to kick this guy in the chest, try to like kick him onto the spikes. But
Pretty sure you will have advantage because he is prone by a water, if I'm not mistaken.
oh yeah, he was already knocked prone. You're right. So
You
it
will
is
have
advantage.
24 definitely hits. Go ahead, roll
Okay.
damage.
Unfortunately, only 5 on the damage.
No
But yeah,
worries.
that's just for the kick. I don't know if I don't think I can actually move him with a kick. But
Well, no, he's on the floor, so I'm going to assume you just like kick down straight onto his chest.
well, I'm thinking if he's like I've knocked him prone, he's now on his hands and knees. I just want to try and kick him in the stomach up into one of the ice blocks, so it won't do much damage. But he's just like bounces off of it a bit.
Ooh, so yeah, you go ahead, just kick him in his stomach. You see he just flies up and then hits the ice. As he falls down, you can hear like the wind being knocked out of his lungs, and he just falls down and just starts coughing. All right,
Sure.
is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Perfect, perfect. It is now this band's turn, and Kola, he is pretty upset with you for hitting him when he least expected it. So he's gonna go for you with his 2 scimitars. And that is, oh wow, okay. It's a 6 and a natural 1. So he fails miserably. As your size, he's not used to fighting small oaks at all. So there was no need for the deflect attack.
Keep training, and you may one day be able to strike the greatness, Cola.
You wouldn't be able to defeat me even if you trained for 1,000 years. Alright. And that was embarrassing on his part. We move on to the next bandit. He's
And
going
then
to.
full view of the bard too. That's rough.
And he's going to. Seeing the whole situation, he's going to quickly pull out his crossbow and actually aim it for the Drake. And that is a 15 to hit. Inarin, is that a hit on your Drake?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah, a bandit shot a crossbow to your Drake.
All right.
15 to hit.
Pardon me. Let me quickly get the 16 armor class.
Okay, well. The Drake sees the arrow coming straight forward and it just dodges out of the way. Like shuffles to the side and then back.
No, the Drake smacks it out of the air with its tail.
Wow, well, he smacks it in the air with his tail. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And he's going to get closer to the scorpion lady. Alrighty. Next up, Yanni. I like that name, Yanni.
He, taking advantage of the fact that the bandit is focused on the greatness that is Cola, Yanni will dart forward and try to send Alex out to strike at the bandit's exposed back.
Alright. You are flanking him in this case. So I'm assuming that's a advantage.
Yes, 24.
Ooh, 24 hits. Go ahead, roll dams. Damn. 8 points of piercing damage. Not bad, not bad.
And with his other hand, he will order his steel defender to punch at the bandit.
Ooh. Well, already he's looking rough when you order your steel defender.
Oh, actually, I could do this and circle around the bandit, and when I'm controlling the puppet, it would move over here to strike at the bandit and take advantage of the same flanking.
Alright, go ahead.
Like in a whirling waltz. Oof.
Oh, he does have advantage, and that's 17 hits. Your You're still the fender, punches him in his back, and you just hear an awful crack as he just spasms for a bit and then just falls to the ground. He is a goner, unfortunately.
Right.
Alright.
And I'll shift the defender right in front of me. And that's gonna be it.
Cool. Lily, it is your turn.
Well, seeing that the other bandits are actually using range, I will just go hide here and just take a peek. And the one bandit on the right of the lady, this one,
Alright.
I'll attack him with vicious mockery as well. DC 17, wisdom.
Alright. And DC 17. See how well this bandit. Yep, he fails. He
One of
takes 1
this one
point.
damage. Yeah. His attack rolls with a disadvantage.
Cool.
I will end my turn.
I'm assuming that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Inorin. I think I'm
Awesome.
getting better with that name. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, Niraran is going to move up over here. He's going to take another bow shot against the scorpion thing.
Cool. Well, you are darting behind a pillar, and majority of the scorpion is protected.
Oh, that's
from...
pillar. Then I'll go.
Yeah, that's a pillar.
All right, I'll go over to that side then.
Cool.
So it's going to be a 19 plus the d4 and 2d6.
I'm assuming he on attacks, seeing how the scorpion is standing still.
Sorry.
Lily, am I right? Nilaran has advantage on attacks against the scorpion.
Yeah, all have advantage.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Let me roll another d20. I'd see if it's a nat 20. Nope, not a nat 20, so it's just normal damage.
19 hits.
Alrighty, and then add the other 2d6s from the lightning from my Drake and the d4 from the foe, and then I think there was d6 from the Hunter's Mark.
Hmm.
Alright, that'll be a total of 11, 14, 18, 22 points of damage.
Alright, that's some decent damage.
Yeah.
Decent damage.
Then bonus action, I'll order Scala to charge forward and attack this guy over here.
Go ahead, roll attack.
Yes, so that'll be. Oops, I accidentally rolled twice, but a 9 on the first attack. Well,
A 9 misses.
Alright. And that is all I'll do.
Wait, wasn't that guy knocked prone by the ice?
Was he?
Or was
He-
it the another
Yeah.
guy?
He
Oh,
is
he's prone.
still prone, so that's advantage. And
Mm-hmm.
you already rolled twice, so 18 hits.
Aha. Then d6 points of damage, another 5 points of damage to that guy.
Nice, nice. That
Alrighty.
dude is not looking too good. Alrighty. Yuna, it is you.
Okay, she's gonna step forward. And she's still gunning for the same bandit.
Cool, cool.
No running from me, buddy.
Pretty sure. 22 hits. Ooh, 17.
Wow, 17 again. Damn.
Okay, wait. How? How? That's the fourth 17 in a row. What are the chances?
I have no idea.
She won't always get the sneak attack, but I think so far, every time Although I don't know about on that guy. Do you have advantage on him?
No, there's no advantage on that dude. Okay.
I
Could
think
have
there's
been
also
like
it's
a-
within a certain range of an ally, but I'm not sure how far.
It's within 5 feet. But
it is cancelled out by prone because prone would make the attack have disadvantage. And
The sec, not
yeah.
not the sec. Or the
Oh,
okay, well 17 points of damage. He is looking pretty bad. Pretty bad. Alrighty. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. On to the bad guy's turn. Finally. So, first one, I'm assuming he's going to have to take an action in order to get up.
No, just half his speed.
Half his speed. Oh, he's not going to move anywhere, so he's going to get up, pull out his 2 scimitars, and just having the wind knocked out of him, he's going to go for you, Rain, and try and slash at you twice. Ooh, both of them are 11 to hit.
Yeah, he's just like easily dodging these.
Bandit kind of gets a little frustrated, like, ah. Yeah. Moving on. Onto the Scorpion Lady. Haha. So she has disadvantage on attacks, am I correct?
Yep. Unless she wants to break the dance thing.
How do I break the dance? I'm assuming it's a wisdom check.
Yes. It's 17.
and it's an action.
Yeah, anti-action.
Well, this... I am just quickly reading their attack. Ah. Okay, well, she's not going to try and break out of the dance just yet, as she's going to use her 2 claws to try and, well, to grapple you, but also to do damage to you, Cola.
And the defender will impose disadvantage on that.
She already running with the disadvantage.
But she's already at disadvantage.
Never mind then, I don't get to use my cool ability, sure.
I'm sorry, someone beat you to it.
Yeah.
Look, it is already dancing on a bed of uneven ice. I think it's having enough trouble right now.
Alright. Well, the first one is a 19, and the second one is a 7.
For the 19, I will use my reaction. Cutting Warps. I will roll 1d6 and move from the 19.
Alright. So, she just doesn't hit you in that case.
Yeah.
Alright, well, she's going to use her last attack with her sting to try and go for you as again, Cola. And let me just, yeah. So her stinger is gonna go for you. It is, oh, that may not hit. Yeah, no, that's a 7 as well. That doesn't hit. So you see this massive sting just comes straight for you, and you just kind of step to the side, stab at the floor, and she just grunts as her feet are still moving around on the ice. At this point, it looks like she's becoming like a proper ballerina, just happily skating, finding ease on this thing, but still annoying to deal with. Alright. Then it is this bandit. He is going to rush at your steel defender and pull out his 2 sabers and slash at the steel defender twice.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yes. So the first one is a 6 to hit,
Mm-mm.
and of course that's a no. Damn it. And the second one is a 7. You're lucky, I got a nat 20 on that.
Both attacks get like parried away by the steel wings.
Alright. That's the end of his turn. Cola, it is your turn.
Oh. Tola just tries to stab the bandit from that is near the I don't know.
Who's he attacking the bandit?
Yes, this way.
A 13 does not hit.
That was it.
Alright. Rain, it is you.
Okay, Rain is going to thrust his hand upwards as he gains control of the water, and I'm going to use the last of my key points to do a water whip, and I'm going to try and reach it up into the air and wrap it around the stinger of the scorpion, and I'm going to try. I can, if they fail this save, I can usually knock them prone or pull it 25 feet closer. So I'm going to try and pull the stinger down into the bandit next to the one at the back.
What kind of save do you need to do?
So it needs to make a dex saving throw, DC 17, and then I'll take 3d10 bludgeoning damage plus an extra. Oh no, okay, that's per key point that I add, which I don't have any left after this. Holy shit.
Sorry, but that idea was insanely cool, but he got a 20 on his save.
Okay, so he takes half of that damage.
Oh, okay, 13.
With 20, with the advantage or disadvantage, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's got disadvantage on saves.
Oh, yes. Okay, let me quickly roll again.
Yeah, does it
Okay,
slip
yeah,
on the ice?
that's a 13, yeah. Alright, so he takes the full damage, and with a 26, you just destroy this man.
So no, that's to the scorpion.
To the scorpion.
Yeah, so the damage to the man, I guess that's up to you how you want to deal with that. I guess that would be the damage of its stinger, or like an attack maybe with that. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what kind of damage that thing does. So it might not be that bad for him. But I'm trying to. This is, I guess, a kind of a rule of cool because I can pull the creature, but I'm trying to pull it into him, and it's
I'm
a giant
gonna say
scorpion.
it's a d6 bludgeoning damage. As a massive thing slamming into you is going to hurt with blunt force trauma.
Okay, so I didn't get him with the stinger, but I smashed him with the tail.
Yeah, but that was still enough to just destroy this guy. So the bandit in front of you. Wait, you are trying to get the bandit
No,
in
I'm
front of you?
trying to get the bandit behind that one.
All right, all right. So the tail just smacks this dude as he flies 5 feet away from it. He takes 6 points bludgeoning damage. Yeah, the dude just took everything. He is looking worse for wear. He is, and the scorpion lady, 26 points of damage. Yo. Yeah, she took a big blow on that.
And then I'm gonna try to finish off the guy in front of me with an axe kick.
Go ahead then.
13. Okay, maybe that's good.
Yeah, 13 does not hit.
He's back on his feet now, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then That's cool. That will be my turn.
Cool. Next up, it is the bandit that got smacked with the tail. He is gonna get up and just like look at the scorpion layer. Like, the fuck, man? Reload his crossbow, and he's gonna shoot it at Yuna, because Yuna's been gunning for him, and he feels revenge is required. So he's gonna shoot a crossbow at you. And that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh. Time for me to roll. That's 4 points piercing damage. Weak numbers. Weak. And that will be the end of his turn. He can't do much. Yanni!
As this bandit is distracted by the steel defender, Yanni will dart right around him. It's kind of like wrapping the strings that he uses to control the puppet around the bandit and strike at him.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, roll with advantage.
Ooh, that's a natural
Nat
20.
20. Go ahead and roll crit.
Whew.
Ooh, 13 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
No touching the merchandise.
Is that definitely crit damage? Like, is it usually 1d6?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you why it's because one of the dice is maxed. You can see it with your own die, because there's no way 3d10 can 26. Basically, just if you hit one max die, type of
What?
die.
Oh, then it goes green. Yeah. But I thought maybe that was the normal roll, and you actually meant to get 4d6, but forgot we're low level.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you dart around this bandit. You use your little Alex. Alex does pretty decent damage on this guy. Like, his back is not looking too good.
Mm-hmm. And in tandem with Alex's onslaught on his back, Victoria is going to punch at the guy from the front. I would assume this is not with advantage because it's like focused on her.
Alright. No, but he does. No, he's the one with disadvantage. Never mind. An 11 does not hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, think she would. Yeah, she would stay there. Yep, that's it.
Cool. Lily, it is your turn. What kind of
Anyway, I
dastardly spell are you going to use
see-
now?
I will see. Anyway, I can see the HP of my team members.
Well, I barely did anything to anyone.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the only ones that took damage, I think, is Yuna. She's the only one that has damage right now.
Okay, I will just attack this bandit that's between Alex and the steel defender. And get wood.
Cool.
Yes. PC 17. And he gets 3 damage.
Alright, he's gonna make the wisdom. Yeah, he fails. He takes 3 points of psychic damage. Yeah, now he's looking bad.
With that, I end my turn.
Alright. Ninarin.
Neat. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last turn.
Hopefully you kill the dude this time.
I'm really hoping.
Going for the scorpion lady.
Yes, of course.
Perfect.
Raw.
Advantage.
Oh, yeah, advantage. Let's see if I get that 20. No, not 20, but close. But hey. So
Yeah,
15 piercing on just the bow attack, plus a d4 from favorite foe. Then another d6 lightning damage from my Drake. And then another d6 from Huntsmark. So that's going to be 6, 9, so 24 points of damage.
Yeah. And how do you want to do this?
Yeah. So Neuron stand in a stance to really make sure this arrow hits my Drake and imbues the arrow with lightning, and he lets loose, hitting the creature square in the head, and electrifying her basically.
Cool. And as your arrow hits, you just see the dancing legs finally stop as its large body just collapses onto the ice.
My bonus action, I'll order my Drake to attack the guy next to him.
Cool.
14.
14 chest hits.
Alrighty. 4 points of damage.
Believe it or not, your Drake is a killing machine as
Yeah.
it takes down this bandit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Awesome. Yeah, Scarlet basically leaps onto it and rips out its throat.
like the one before it. Nice. Assuming that's the end of your turn?
Indeed.
Goody, goody. Yuna, it is now you.
Well, seeing how she is gunning for this one guy, she's gonna fire at him again.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I also move Scarlet up next to that guy.
Nope.
Sadly, 11 does not hit.
And with that, she is going to back up and hide behind this wall.
Alrighty. It is now the bandit that is surrounded by 3 enemies. He still has his 2 scimitars out and he's now looking behind him and looking in front, wondering who he should attack. And he's actually going to make 2 attacks towards you, Yanni.
Oh no.
Yes. He does have disadvantage, so the first one is a 5, and the second one is a 14 to hit.
Who just hits?
He gets something in. Hallelujah.
Maybe 5 feet of me, so I can to negate 9 damage.
Doesn't matter, he did 2.
Yikes.
Well, he does nothing. He goes to slash you, but you see a shield just come up from below and just takes the damage just before it hits you.
And the other scimitar gets caught in the strings that connects Yanni with his steel defender.
Nice, nice. And this bandit is actually going to try and make a run for it. So, Yanni, you get a attack opportunity.
Ooh. Both me and my steel defender get attacks of opportunity.
Yes. Well, you first. If you fail, then yes, the steel defender does get a chance.
Would they be at advantage or normal attacks when they are backing off? I don't remember the rules of these.
Normal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Cola, you also get attack opportunity.
Attack of opportunity. Action, which
Oh yes, you did. Well, 15 hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay.
And that will bring him down.
Look like the strings that were attached like his arm holding his scimitar aloft just basically ran his arm free from his shoulder as Alex appears right above his head with its two knives and beheads the guy.
And yeah. And he is. Wow, okay, yeah, he's gone.
Seeing that's going to die until the party, can we keep the last one alive? For a second at least?
It is Cola's turn, so it's up to you guys if you want to keep this last one alive or not.
Cola just walks over and punches him twice with his yep.
Yeah, that hits, and he takes 2 points. You punch him in the gut. He just crouches over and falls to his knees.
Stay down. Your head goes.
Yeah, no, he is looking very, very bad. Like a simple puff of wind would kill him.
Then looks over to Rain. Your choice.
Rain.
Yeah, is it my
Yeah,
turn?
yeah, he looked over to you and said, "Your choice."
Yeah, I heard that. Oh, wait, my turn.
Mm.
Yeah, he'll walk over and say, "Well, tempting as it is," and he'll just shape the water underneath him and say, "I suggest you freeze right there, my friend." And he will try and shape the water over his hands and ankles and try and freeze it over him. But he's sort of he will need this guy to actually allow him to do this. He's like, this is his offer of surrender. He'd easily be able to break out of it, but he's trying to just restrain him there.
All right. Well, I'm assuming that's your turn.
Well, I don't know. Does it work?
You do see that even though this dude is surrounded and he is looking bloody bad, he is still resisting you guys.
Okay, and do I manage to restrain him with that, or if he's still resisting, does he just break out as soon as I try that?
Yes. Yeah, he does.
Damn it. Yeah, all right. He'll just say, "Come on, friend. Don't be stupid. Give up. We've got you surrounded." And that will be his turn.
Hmm. I'm gonna say make a persuasion. With a 15 and being surrounded, he eventually does come to his senses and drops his weapons to the floor. As this round is now over, he has given up.
Rain will freeze his weapons then to the floor and just say, "A smart decision."
Cool.
I tell him I see they have, yeah, at least this one is smart.
He is still on his knees, his head lowered in defeat. You get the sense that he's not going to talk at all.
Oh, that was quite some tune you were playing there, Miss Valentine. Thank you very much. Well fought again, everyone.
Luna, please roll me investigation. No, it's perception. Sorry, perception.
How many more ears do we get? 4.
I'm assuming you guys are gonna cut the ear off of this dude.
Yep. Then
So yes, you get 4 ears.
awesome.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Can I search the Scorpion lady?
No, roll me perception. Luna, as you are busy searching the bodies, you come across the familiar weapons again. You see one of them has a diary. And then you also find 12 silver coins and 23 copper.
She'll take that diary.
Alright.
And yeah, she's also going to try to get this stinger off of that scorpion.
Alright, I'll come to you just now. Lily? Looking at the scorpion lady, you don't see much in terms of possessions. Yeah, she's got the clothing. Yeah, she has a pretty big glaive. But other than that, you can't really see anything else. It's just a scorpion, or a lady attached to a scorpion. And Yuna, can you please roll me a survival check? Um, you're using a what kind of blade are you using?
Probably one of her daggers.
All right. So with the dagger, you lift up the stinger. You try to kind of cut it off, but unfortunately, the armor of this thing is too strong for the dagger to actually cut through, and you don't really succeed in removing the stinger.
Could I get a closer look at the statue itself now that we can inspect it?
Uh, Go ahead, roll me history.
Thank you. Come on. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, 20. So with a close inspection instead of a worded description, you now it clicks to you those lessons back in your life. This statue represents the guardian of the temple.
Was she trying to talk to it?
Sorry?
I thought she was trying to talk to the statue when we attacked.
It did appear like it. And question, was she raising these questions and the attempts to actually talk to the serpent in common, or was it a different language?
It was in common.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe we can ask him what she was doing.
That we could. Give me a little bit. I think I might have a little bit more insight than that scorpion woman appeared to have. But I need a couple of minutes for myself.
Do you want me to get rid of the steel defender for you? Because I see you moved it.
No, I moved it to like keep an eye on the other way because we didn't check this way.
All right.
So it's like guarding basically, and I would be taking the next 10 minutes or so to cast detect magic or identify? Which one would be more fitting in this situation to try and ascertain the nature of the statue?
Probably identify.
I was thinking the same.
Well, you actually won't need to, as I'm gonna need your Steel Defender to make a deck save.
Oh shit!
Hmm?
Deck save 14.
14. 14 just makes it as two massive stones block both of these entranceways, as your Steel Defender just makes it. Wait, which side do you want it to be on?
Our side.
Alright. As it just dodges in, and the stones come completely to a standstill. The torches in the room begin to dim as the eyes of the statue start glowing.
Well, shit.
You hear a voice echo through the room. You have freed my temple, but you have let one live. Why?
It's a sacrifice.
Yanni's head turns a little bit. I don't think it is referring to the one that we have here. I think it might be referring to the one that ran away previously.
The one that was sent, that was allowed to go to spread the great word. The word of the great Ola's glory and his companion. And to warn others not ill intent.
That, and he fought bravely. We only thought it fitting for one that showed bravery in battle, and actually lasting until the very end, to be freed and spared for their lives, if only to, well, bring praise to the glory of that was buried in the sarcophagi that the man tried to pillage.
There is a bit of a silence as the statue speaks in a slightly lower tone. You may just be what we need. What are your names?
Well, he just like nudges Cola.
I am the great Ola Insuralis. Surely you must have heard about me.
There is no response.
Well, it appears that conversation is to be happening after we make proper introductions. As for me, my name is Yanialo Rachve Lafayette, at your service.
And I am Yuna Esemaili.
I bow to the statue. Sorry, Kirsty. And my name is Lily Valentine.
Liraren Whiteleaf, a pleasure.
And obviously Rain introduced him. There is a little bit longer pause as the statue asks. Hold on, I need to rephrase that. As the statue says, You are all what they need. Your destinies. Your destinies will break. You will bring the world to peace or to destruction. However, they are willing to gamble on you, as they have already done so. will you serve?
Sorry, who are you referring to?
I cannot tell you, but I can tell you who I am.
And you are?
I am Sasrin, History Warden, Whisper of the Winds, and the Grand Messenger.
Can you spell that name for us, please? Or like type it down.
Yeah.
Can I roll religion to see if I had come across that name before?
Go ahead.
17.
You do recall hearing this name before, as it is actually a name of a myth that you once read in a book. And to many, guardians aren't real, but you now know that this guardian is real, and everything he's told you so far, you do remember reading.
I tell my team, yes, he's legit.
Yes, he is legit.
A guardian, as in a guardian of this pyramid, or a guardian of these them that that you mentioned.
Guardian of the what?
Like, it's not clear to Yanni what is this thing a guardian of, if it's a guardian of the pyramid or the guardian of them, quote unquote.
Ah, it's a guardian of the pyramid, but it serves them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, asking for servitude might be a little bit rushed. Maybe some of my compatriots share my sentiment in wishing to know at least a little bit more. If information cannot be disclosed onto our, well, employers, then maybe onto the nature of our employment.
Yeah, I'll second that. What would this servitude entail exactly?
Again, there is a bit of silence as he responds. That is not for us to decide, but for the one above to choose.
Are we to meet this individual that is above?
When he says above, he means the next floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but basically the entrance and exit to this room are closed off, so he's just like, can we go and meet these guys, or?
Mm, yes. You may go. As he says that, the two stones, large as they are, you are surprised that these things smoothly rise up. As you don't see anything like acting on them, it's just stones rising up.
Oh, that is impressive.
I bow to the statue and tell him, thank you, oh great one.
He replies with a simple, I am not great one you need to bow to.
Well, shall have your response after we talk with those above.
Hmm?
We are going to speak to higher management.
Exactly.
Catch you later, Sash. What do you want us to do with this guy? Do you want a sacrifice or?
There's just no response as you see the torches start to brighten up and the eyes stop glowing.
Bring him alone. Maybe we need to sacrifice him. Maybe the management will need a deposit.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's earned his freedom, don't you?
He did.
Go forth and spread the word of the great Kola and his companions and how their mercy spared your significant life. Tell others with foul intents not to trespass in this temple.
You heard the owl. Now go on, get.
He stands up and just limps away. And you see as he gets to this entrance, the same stone just falls right on top of him.
Oh well, you can't save stupidity.
Yeah, he's
I don't think it was his fault, was it? It kind of fell on top of him.
Mediocre.
We'll call out that one more prophet had died.
He was clearly not great enough to spread the word. Therefore he died.
For what it's worth, there may still be some ears worth salvaging in there, but I think it's all a bit squished.
all right. And
Okay.
with that, I think we should end this session here.
Awesome.
Aha.
Yes, because you need an appointment to speak with higher management.
Yeah, we have to get the paper sorted out.
You guys are going to be a little bit confused. Anyways,
That was a pretty good session. I enjoyed that.
hey,
Yeah,
I'm
thanks
glad
for the
you
game.
enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I'm tired now.
Yeah, no, same. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see y'all for next session.
Yeah, awesome.
Alrighty. Cheers, cheers.
Cool. Thanks for the game. Bye, everybody.
Cheers, y'all.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you all.